Hello and welcome to the TJC TSI Writing Assessment Information Session. We are happy to have you join us today. This bootcamp session is brought to you by the TJC Academic and Career Education, or ACE program. The ACE program offers student support services and quality educational opportunities for students testing ABE 1 through 4 in reading, writing, or math. For more information about the ACE program, please contact Melanie Ward at 903-510-3334 or mwar@tjc.edu. What will you be expected to know? The writing skills portion of the TSIA focuses on 4 main skills. These will be covered in the following slides. Additionally, you may be asked to write an essay. Tips and information related to the essay are also available in this session. Essay revision. Topics covered in this category include coherence, organization, and word choice, rhetorical effectiveness, and use of evidence. For these type of questions, you will be asked to read a paragraph or series of paragraphs and then determine if sentences need revision or if they are correct as they are. Your task for these types of questions is to make the sentence or sentences in question the best they can be within the context of the paragraph. A good strategy may be to read the sentence before and after to determine if it is a good fit or if it needs revision. Here is an example of an essay revision question. Note that this is the first paragraph of multiple paragraphs for this question. Seaweed-based fuel could one day power your car. It is more than just an ingredient in a purifying face mask or a sushi roll. According to new research, seaweed has the potential to become an advanced biofuel known as biobutanol. The question is, in context, which of the following is the best way to revise and combine sentences 1 and 2? You may want to pause the video to see if you can determine the correct answer to this question. Choice C is correct. The new sentence must be logical and grammatical combination of the existing sentences, which indicate that seaweed-based fuel could one day power your car, and that it, presumably seaweed, is more than just an ingredient in purifying face mask or sushi roll. Only answer C properly orders the two claims, first expressing that seaweed is more than just an ingredient, and then following a correct use of a semicolon to join two related independent clauses, narrowing the focus to seaweed-based fuel. The other choices introduce errors. Choice A provides a comma splice, two independent clauses joined by only a comma. Choice B provides an illogical cause-effect statement, and choice D contains a vague pronoun, in this case, it. Agreement. Topics covered in this category include subject-verb agreement, pronoun agreement, verb tense. For this type of question, you will be asked to determine correct agreement between the parts of the sentence. Be sure to read the sentence or sentences all the way through and pay attention to what is underlined. It may be helpful to you to quietly read the sentence out loud to see if you can hear the error. Here is an example of an agreement question. According to explorers, a lost falls resembling New York's Niagara Falls have been found in Sangpo River Gorge in the Himalaya Mountains. You may want to pause the video at this point to see if you can determine the correct answer to this question. For this question, we are being asked to look at the underlined portion, have been found, and determine if there is an agreement issue with this part of the sentence. For this question, choice B is correct. It avoids the subject-verb agreement error of the original sentence by providing the singular verb phrase, has been found, to carry out the action of the sentence. Choices C and D result in sentence fragments. They provide participle verb forms, having been found, being found, not main verbs. Sentence structure. Topics covered in this category include comma splices and run-on sentences, improper punctuation, fragments and parallelism, subordination and coordination. For these types of questions, you will be looking for errors in punctuation, sentence structure, and whether or not sentences should be joined together or if they are joined together incorrectly. Here's an example of a sentence structure question. In the Roman Empire, the first fish to be brought indoors was the sea barbel. It was kept under guest beds in small tanks made of marble. You may want to pause at this point to see if you can correctly determine the answer to this question. For this type of question, we are asked to look at what is underlined, in this case sea barbel, and the comma that follows. Choice B is correct. It avoids the comma splice error of the original sentence by replacing the pronoun it with the relative pronoun which, thus making the second independent clause into a dependent clause. Two independent clauses, the first fish to be brought indoors was the sea barbel, and it was kept under guest beds in small tanks made of marble, cannot be joined by only a comma. Choice C is incorrect, because there is no contrast between the idea that the first fish to be brought indoors was the sea barbel and the fact that the sea barbel was kept under guest beds. Choice D results in awkward phrasing. The first fish to be brought indoors was the sea barbel and was kept under guest beds. Sentence logic. Topics covered in this category include correct placement of modifying phrase and clauses, the use of logical transitions. For these types of questions, you will be asked to insert correct modifying phrases or clauses, such as a prepositional phrase, into an existing sentence. You may also be asked to determine if a sentence is properly written to show transition in the paragraph. For each of these types of questions, you will be asked to revise an existing sentence. Here is an example of a sentence logic question. The original sentence is, if Antarctica's icebergs could be floated north before melting, many arid areas would experience relief from drought. The question is asking you to rewrite that sentence, beginning with, if they could be floated north before melting. You may want to pause the video at this point to see if you can determine the correct answer to this question. Choice C is correct. The sentence should be rewritten. If they could be floated north before melting, Antarctica's icebergs would bring many arid areas relief from drought. Choice C avoids the modification and pronoun errors of the other options by providing the appropriate subject, Antarctica's icebergs, immediately after the dependent clause that modifies it, if they could be floated north before melting. Choices A and D do not clearly establish that they refer to Antarctica's icebergs, and choice B illogically implies that many arid areas could be floated north before melting. The right placer, also known as the essay. You may be asked to complete the right placer, which is a persuasive essay. Some things to keep in mind about the essay. You will be asked to write between 300 and 600 words. Try to write closer to the 600-word mark to increase your chances of a satisfactory score. Remember that a computer is grading your essay. Key components of an essay are being scrutinized, such as distinct paragraphs, transitions, and a thesis statement. Your paper should be structured correctly and remain on topic. Always take the time to brainstorm and create a quick outline of your essay prior to writing. This helps you keep your thoughts organized so you will stay on track and address all the required parts of the essay. Right placer gives you an opportunity to show how effectively you can develop and express your ideas in writing. You will first read a short passage and an assignment question that are focused on an important issue. You will then write an essay in which you develop your point of view on the issue. You should support your position with appropriate reasoning and examples. The position you take will not influence your score. Your essay will be given a holistic score that represents how clearly and effectively you expressed your position. The following 6 characteristics of writing will be considered: purpose and focus, the extent to which you present information in a unified and coherent manner, clearly addressing the issue. Organization and structure, the extent to which you order and connect ideas. Development and support, the extent to which you develop and support ideas. Sentence variety and style, the extent to which you craft sentences and paragraphs demonstrating control of vocabulary, voice, and structure. And critical thinking, the extent to which you communicate a point of view and demonstrate reasoned relationships among ideas. This video is an excellent guide to help you understand how to address the prompt and writing assignment, how to plan your ideas before you write, how to structure your essay, and things to think about as you revise and edit. Good luck! You have just completed the TSIA Writing Bootcamp. The previous slides are examples of the types of questions you may encounter on the test. Here are some test-taking tips. Be sure to give yourself plenty of time. This is a placement exam, so doing your best is important. Read carefully. You may even want to quietly read sentences aloud to yourself if you are trying to determine errors. Go with your gut. Statistically, your first instinct is probably the correct answer. Thank you. Thank you for participating in the TSIA Writing Bootcamp. We are glad you have chosen TJC to continue your education. Don't forget to take the TSIA pre-assessment prior to going to take the TSIA. The link is provided in the introduction module of this course.